Welcome. Hi, I'm Janet, ready for a 10-minute core workout. Gonna need a prop for this one, a couple of cushions, a pillow, a folded up towel, and let's have a lie down. So as you lie down, you're gonna lie down on your back. You're gonna put your cushions underneath your bottom, underneath your pelvis. So you're gonna squeeze the bottom, lift it up, and just put them under, and then rest down on it. So just checking that there's nothing under your lower back, the pelvis is raised. And as we lie down in Pilates, alignment is our first principle. So let's check our alignment. So you've got the feet shoulder distance apart, got that line from the feet, knees, hips to the shoulders, chin to the chest, back of the neck long. And I want you to feel your lower back just hanging down towards the floor for a moment. So we're going to strengthen our core muscles, but we're going to switch them on first. And to switch them on, we need to know how to switch them on. So your core muscle is like a thick belt. It runs across the lower back, it runs across the side of the waist, it connects underneath your stomach muscles, underneath the belly button. So I'm going to use a belt as a teaching cue. So I want you to take a breath in. Now, as you let the breath out, imagine you've got a belt. You're going to draw your belly button into the spine. You're tightening that belt. And as you tighten the belt, see if the lower back can get a little closer towards the floor. And then just let it go and release. Let's go again. Breath in. As you breathe out, tighten that belt. Draw your belly button in. Visualize that muscle wrapping around the sides towards the belly button. And then just release it, let it go. Let's do that one more time, but let's keep the core engaged. Keep that belt pulled tight. So take a breath in. On your exhalation, draw your belly button in towards the spine, tightening that internal belt, but we're going to keep it switched on and we're going to challenge it a little bit. So as we draw the belly button in, bring your right leg to tabletop. So tabletop is when your knee is above the hip and shin is parallel to the ceiling. Now focus on that belt. Make sure it stays switched on as you bring your left leg up to tabletop. So we don't want the knees too close in, we want them directly above the hips, but our main focus is this deep core muscle. Can you feel it working a little harder already just by bringing the legs up? Now let's work it a little harder. We're going to let the right leg lower. Now we're doing it really slow, it's not going to rest on the floor. You're taking it as close to the floor as you can keep the core switched on, and then you're going to pause there for a moment. And as you pause there, can you tighten that belt more? And then you're going to use those stomach muscles to bring that right leg back up. Slow and controlled. Let's do the same with the left leg. So just create that awareness in your body. You're going to know your core switched off if the stomach pops up or if the lower back begins to lift. Hold it. Can you tighten that belt even more? Then you're going to bring that leg back up. And again, so you might feel those thigh muscles working a little bit here, but really focus on that internal belt. Keep it pulled in tight. Bring that right leg back up. You can add breathing pattern onto this. You can breathe in as you let your leg lower. And as you breathe out, as you force the breath out, that core will activate even more as you bring the leg up. We're going to do this one more on each side in this position. And we're drawing the belly button in as the leg comes up. And again, we've got that one more time. We're letting one leg lower, but then we're pausing. We're checking in with that belt, that core. Then we're going to bring it up. And now let's bring the knees into the chest, wrap the hands round, switch off the core muscle, and just pull the knees in and hold it there for a moment. So I hope you felt the core activating. Let's go to step 2. So from here, place one foot on the floor, the other foot on the floor, and we're going to do it without the prop. So lift your bottom, move your cushion or pillow, whatever you're using, to the side, and now let the bottom lower down. Again, check your alignment, so feet, knees, hips, shoulders in alignment. Chin to the chest so our eyeline is up or slightly forwards. If you're looking behind, then maybe grab a little cushion and put that under your head to get the neck in alignment. Okay, time to switch on the core again. So remember, it's that internal belt. We're going to tighten it. So take a breath in. Now, as you let the breath out, feel the belt pulling tight, but this time, as the belly button pulls in, we're just seeing how close we can get the lower back towards the floor, and then we're just going to release. Let's go again. Breath in. On your exhalation, draw your belly button in, feel that internal muscle. See how low, close to the floor, the lower back can get with the help of the core, and then release. Do a couple more. Now, we've all got different shaped lower backs. Some are arched more than others. So you may not get the lower back right down to the floor, but whatever gap you do have between the lower back and the floor, we don't want that to increase when we do the core exercise. Let it go, release. So the next time, let's keep it switched on. So breath in. As you let the breath out, tighten that belt, draw your belly button in. So I want to make sure the belly button stays in, it doesn't pop up. We want to make sure the lower back stays still and that doesn't lift up. So really focusing on that core muscle, like we did before, right leg tabletop. So it's going to feel a little bit more challenging this time. So can you tighten that belt more, make sure the lower back doesn't lift, and now bring that left leg up. Now stay there. Can you tighten the belt more and more? Now we're going to let the right foot lower, but this time it's going to go to the floor. What we don't want is the lower back to lift. We want to use the core to keep the lower back still, and then we're going to let the left leg lower. Let's go again. Right leg is coming up to tabletop. You're tightening that belt, and you're bringing that left leg up to join it. Hold it. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Now we're going to let the right leg lower. The closer it is to the floor, the more challenging it's going to be to keep the core activated. Let the left leg lower. Now keep this going, gradually build it up. However, if you're ready for one more step, let's try the next version of this. We're going to let the right leg lower. It hovers off the floor and you stay there. While the foot's there, check, is the belly button in? Is that lower back still? The arch hasn't increased. Then you're going to bring that leg up. And then let's do the same with the other leg. Let it lower, hold it, draw the navel in, bringing that leg back up. And again, let's do one more each side. Listen to your body, stay what feels best for you. But guess what? I've got another level for you today. So I want you to let one foot lower and let the other foot lower. Last level. Interlink your fingers together, slide the hands behind the head. Make sure you can see the elbows out the corner of your eyes. Now we're going to lift the head. You're looking along the ceiling, you're looking down the wall in front and eye line towards the tops of the knees. And we're going to stay here. Now, if this doesn't feel good on your neck, another option will be holding the corners of a mat or a towel, pulling up so you've got that to support your head. So lots of different variations. Now, while we're here, let's switch on that core. Let's tighten that belt again. Breath in. Breathe out. Draw your belly button in. And we're going to keep it pulled in and we're going to go to the same exercise. One leg tabletop, pressing the lower back, pulling the other leg to tabletop. And it's the same movement. Option one, one foot lowers and the other foot lowers. And then one leg lifts. And the other leg lifts. Stay with that if that's enough. Option two, one leg lowers, it hovers. You pause there, you check in, belly button is in, and then that leg comes up. And again, breathing in. Now we don't have to do loads of reps. It's quality over quantity. 4 more to go. Keep pressing the lower back into the floor with those stomach muscles. Again, 3 more, breathing in. Make sure you're not looking up. Your eye lines towards the tops of the knees. 1 more each side. Bringing that leg up. Pulling the belly button in, tightening the belt last time lower. Bring it up. Hook the knees in. Let the head rest on the floor. And let your legs rock a little bit side to side. Massage out that lower back. And I hope your core's feeling strong. Well done. Join me, subscribe to the channel for more little mini exercises. Thank you.